Hello, fabulous fifth grade families. My name is April Doherty, and I will be your child's fifth grade teacher this school year. I'm so excited to begin the year with your student. I know that it's not the way that we had planned on starting our fifth grade year this year, but we've done distance learning in the past, and this time around it is going to be even better, I promise. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself, about what our class is going to look like for at least the first trimester while we're distance learning, and just give you a little bit of information because I won't be able to have much time to spend chatting with you during our curriculum pickup on Wednesday the 12th. So I have been teaching, this will be my 15th year teaching, lots of different grade levels, but this is my 7th year teaching fifth grade. And I think fifth grade is hands down my favorite. It's a magical year before they start those middle school years, but when they're still old enough and curious and smart enough to be able to teach some really fun and interesting things. Our curriculum this year is going to blow your mind. Lots of great stuff coming, I promise. I am a local, I live locally. I'm in Colfax. I have 2 children of my own that I will also be homeschooling this trimester, an incoming 8th grader and an incoming sophomore in high school. I'm just hoping that they don't ask for too much help with math, please. So I feel where you're coming from with homeschooling your child full-time this trimester. And I know the challenges, and I'm here. I'm here for you to support you however I can during this time. I am a nurtured heart teacher, and I know it's not going to be as easy to do over Zoom as it is in the classroom, but I encourage you to do a Google search on nurtured heart approach, and you'll find tons of videos, including a TED Talk done by a nurtured heart trainer. And it is a program that I fully believe in. It is positive behavior management. You will find, as you watch me teach your student over Zoom and then hopefully come and volunteer when we're back in our classroom, that I believe in a positive, encouraging approach to discipline in the classroom. Your student will never be shouted at or humiliated. We are all about encouragement and getting that child to achieve their greatness. So please, it's definitely worth a look. Nurtured Heart Approach. Just do a quick Google search. You'll find lots of information on it. So as you know, we're starting distance learning this first trimester of school, and that is going to look similar to probably what you did toward the end of the year last year. This year, I will be teaching math on Zoom 3 days a week. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, we're going to do Zoom math. So I'll be able to teach all of our math lessons. My goal is to do 4 lessons a week. So I'll be able to teach all of our math lessons throughout the week. And then you'll be working on the independent practice portion of the math with your student. And I will absolutely be available during off Zoom times to support your student if they're having difficulty with the math concepts. Fifth grade math moves pretty quickly, lots of concepts, but I always tell my students and my parents that if you can master fifth grade math, all of your life skills are right there embedded in fifth grade math. We've got fractions and decimals like counting money. As if you can get through fifth grade math, you can run your life smoothly. So lots of concepts, and it moves fast, which is why I'm glad that I have a chance to use Zoom and get some of that teaching off of your shoulders. And then I'll be here for support as needed. Otherwise, absolutely. So Zoom 3 days a week. And then I'm also thinking, I don't want to overload them with screen time and with Zoom meetings, but I'm thinking maybe an optional Wednesday, and we can do just kind of more get to know you, fun enrichment activities. So I'll have to see how that coincides with what other teachers are doing. We all have our time slots for teaching Zoom so that we're not overlapping and overwhelming families and having too many people on the internet at a time, which I know for where we live can be very challenging to have so many people online at the same time. So math for sure on Zoom. And then I will be doing some of our class read aloud on Zoom, maybe a little bit of language arts doing during that Zoom hour, those 3 days a week. And I'm also going to be pre-recording language arts lessons, maybe even some science and social studies lessons as well. So your child can watch those lessons whenever they have an opportunity. It won't have to be like our Zoom meetings at a certain time on a certain day. They'll just be able to find them from our Google Classroom website and watch them whenever they have the time. So I'm definitely planning on pre-recording, especially language arts lessons, but probably some science and social studies too. Just anything I can do to take a little bit of the weight of teaching off of parents' shoulders this trimester. So our assignments this year are going to be like they always have been. We're actually going to do packets, which is, I think, wonderful. It's going to be so much less paper for you to have to print out at home. So you will come to iLearn on Friday afternoon. I think our window is between 1 and 3. I could be wrong about that, but I know Kimberly or Andy will be sending out a message about that with an exact time frame. But it will be Friday afternoon. You'll come and pick up their new schoolwork, drop off their old schoolwork, and then I'll have an opportunity to grade that work, enter it into my Aries grade book, and get that back to you when they come to pick up their new work the following week. So I think that it will be really great for the kids to have that that packet that is so familiar, that they're so familiar with. I think that it'll make this distance learning time feel a little bit more normal for our iLearn kiddos. What else do I want to say? This is my third take of this video, by the way, so I am just plowing through mistakes and all this time. I'm not going to do it over again. Assessments, tests. We are going to be doing math tests. We are going to be doing science tests and maybe even some social studies quizzes. And those during our first trimester of distance learning will just have to be done at home. You'll just have to make sure that you're monitoring your student and making sure that they're test taking with integrity. And as homeschool parents, I fully believe that that is absolutely possible. I do put grades into Aries gradebook. Our report card in the last few years has been a letter grade report card. This year, I need to talk to Mr. Wood. We may be switching back to a standards base like you've seen in kindergarten through 4th grade, just to keep kindergarten through 5th grade more consistent, and then middle school, 6th through 8th, doing letter grades. But I'll get back to you on that because I'm not exactly sure which direction Mr. Wood wants us to go with that yet. So I'll make sure that I let you know. But regardless, I will be using Aries gradebook. So you'll be able to see their assignments graded. I'll be entering those grades in every single week, and you'll be able to log into the Aries parent portal if you haven't done that yet and see their grades, see if they're missing assignments, see how they did on certain assignments. I think it's a really helpful tool for parents, absolutely. Okay, let me think. What else do I want to tell you? Usually I have you in the classroom and I get to chat with you and answer questions as we go. But this time, since that's not possible, we're doing video, and I'm sure you'll have questions. Please email me any questions that you might have. And I will, during our Zoom meeting on Thursday evening, just for parents, I'll have an opportunity to answer your questions that I got over email, because chances are if you have that question, lots of other people have it too, and do a Q&A with parents who get to join us for that meeting during that time as well. because I know that during a 10-minute video segment, I'm not going to be able to um, put everything in that I want to put in. But I'm also going to make sure that you have all the information that I'm saying right now and more in a flip book that I'm going to give you at our curriculum pickup. I'm excited I at least get to see your faces when we do our curriculum pickup on Wednesday. And I know that a message has been sent about that as well, and you'll have a prescribed time to come and swing by and pick up your child's books for the year, all of my welcome materials, a laptop, a Chromebook, if your child needs a Chromebook, and also their first packet, their first work packet. So it'll just encompass Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of the coming week, because those are our, Wednesday's our first real official day of school. But I do look forward to seeing all of you on that Wednesday. And I think you get to bring kids with you. I hope so. I'd really like to see their faces too. I know that we have a few new friends that I can't wait to meet. And so I'll be able to see their faces too. Let me think, is there anything else? Contact information. I sent an email. Today's Thursday that I'm recording this, but you're not going to see this until Monday. But I sent an email on Thursday afternoon to all of our fifth grade families, just with a little bit of information and a welcome video for the kids. I'm sorry they get to see the welcome video before you do. And so you have my email address. That's my school email address. And in my welcome flip book, I'm also going to give you my cell phone, which normally I don't do because I have my classroom telephone where you're able to call me and get in contact with me. But because distance learning is so unique, special times call for special things. So you will have access to my cell phone number, and feel free to use it during office hours. And I think that my office hours are going to be 9 to 3 during this stretch of distance learning. And texts are wonderful. I can FaceTime with your student if your phone has that capability. If they just need a chat, a pep talk, or maybe a little bit of help with something, as long as we're not in the thick of a Zoom meeting, I'll be able to take your phone calls as well. So please feel free. I want you to feel extremely supported during this time. I know how tricky this is. We distance learned in March through June, and I homeschooled my two boys during that time as well. And I know how challenging this time can be, but I want you to know that I am available and I am here to support you. Absolutely. I can't wait to meet all of you. This is so exciting. It really is. And I know that even though this is a challenging time, that we can get through this together, and that I think that we can still be able to build relationships with each other. And I know that I'll be able to build relationships with your students. We'll just have to do it virtually. All right. Thank you so much for your time. I don't want to go too much longer. And I will see you all on Wednesday. Please feel free to email me any questions you have. I won't email you answers back. I'm going to really save those questions for our face-to-face Zoom meeting. If there's anything special that you'd like me to know about your child, you'll have the opportunity to do a little bit of writing in my welcome packet. I always send home a little parent response. But if there's anything specific, learning needs, anything that you want me to know right away, please feel free to email me. I check email every single day. And yeah, I'm here to support. All right. So nice to meet all of you, even if it's just virtually, and I will be seeing you very soon. Thanks for your time.